Welcome back. It's episode 154. We're here again. The show must go on.
Break a leg. No, I feel like you're really nervous. Are you?
Today it was kind of like first day of school vibes when I woke up.
Yeah, you like didn't know how we were going to interact with each other now?
Yeah. Like I was like really excited for it, but also thinking through everything that was going to happen.
So you've already done the episode in your head?
Yeah.
What do I say? What parts am I funniest?
You laughed a lot.
Oh, so you were the funniest and I was laughing at you.
Well, I mean, I didn't think of it that way.
Oh, okay.
But it made me feel good.
I like that, Alina.
Has anyone ever complimented your laugh?
No. They're usually like, whoa, that's pretty egregious.
No one's saying that to you.
People dislike my laugh like they dislike my voice level volume.
No.
They're like, that kind of takes over the room. It's fine. I can't control it.
I like your laugh. It brings me joy, especially that laugh that you just did.
You know what? I think I know why you like it. It's genuine. Like, I really think what you said was funny.
Yeah,
so
because you can't
tell.
fake anything.
I can't fake it.
That's so true.
So you're like, oh, wow, okay, like, I hit in that line. Sarah laughed.
Yeah.
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 But
Everyone needs to know we were late today.
Oh, yeah. Tell everyone.
We were late, which Sarah's never late.
True.
And it's because we were. That's why it felt like a little bit of like a new school day, because you were coming over before, which I feel like you do on a day of school. You like carpool with a friend to school.
You look at each other's outfits.
Yeah.
What you wearing? What you doing?
Sarah came to see my child, and it was just a fun little giddy morning.
So fun. I really feel like he likes me.
He does.
And it does a lot to my self-esteem.
And whenever you leave, I go, wow, she has all these like cute little sayings, and like she sings to him, and I need to do more of that.
You texted me the other day and you did say you sang a song to him, so you're getting closer to full-on belting.
There's like
it out.
a little sound that I do in a song.
What do you mean?
Like I don't like fully sing words to him.
So you're
like,
rapping?
No, it's like a whoo, kind of like it's in a song.
Are you humming?
I don't know what a who is.
Yeah, that feels like kind of like the background, like in the 60s where girls were like, who.
And I do that part in the song, and he always smiles.
Okay.
So I'm getting somewhere. I need to know if people go out with their babies and they don't get compliments.
Yeah.
Like if you're listening, like have you ever been out with your child and no one said anything nice to you?
Yeah.
But
it happens all the time.
No, but it didn't happen to you.
No, sometimes I go out, not like everyone comes up to me. No, a lot of the times, like I think when you have a baby, a lot of more people are kind of coming up.
That's what I mean.
Ooh.
People come up to us with the baby, and I just think like we're not special. We just have a tiny human. That's all. Any compliment they give me, it applies to any tiny human. So I need to know if there are people out there with other tiny humans that get no compliments, if you're willing to admit that.
I think sometimes like your baby is very approachable because he's smiling, and like I think sometimes babies don't look that joyful. Like my baby kind of does not smile. Like she will not give it away, and she wasn't a super smiley baby. And so I think like if I saw you and your baby out, I'd feel comfortable coming up because you're looking like you're having a good time.
Okay.
Like we looked like we were kind of struggling. We were sweating. We were dripping. And like then she was mean mugging everyone. So like I wasn't like I was like, oh, look at your baby. She's smiling. She's so happy. She's so cute. It was like, oh, wow. This girl needs help getting like the top thing on the shelf down. That was more of like people came over to help me, not compliment me. Yeah, no, but I honestly really appreciated it because I looked like I was struggling, and I was, and people did help. So
okay.
Yeah. So maybe they weren't complimenting me, but they were lending me a helping hand.
Okay. So there's a spectrum to how people get approached with babies.
Yes.
Okay. And I think like maybe some people had one baby and no one came up to them to compliment them because the baby was mean mugging, and then maybe they had their second kid and everyone came up and they were like, whoa, my first baby was not as approachable as my second baby.
Exactly. Do you feel like anyone that compliments your baby is actually complimenting you? Like, do you take it as your own personal compliment?
No.
Really?
No.
Sometimes I get like a little bit too much self-esteem when someone's like, oh, wow, your baby's doing this. And I'm like, yeah, I did that. But I did nothing. There was nothing that I did to like create the person that she is. She's just herself.
Yeah.
But I take it as like, oh, yeah.
You take it as a personal compliment.
Yeah.
Wow. No,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
I don't. It's kind of like when people compliment Ollie. Like, I don't know what to say. Like,
Wow. So how do you get your self-esteem? Like, where does it come from?
my self-esteem.
Probably the right places and not through external
Yeah.
outside.
It's definitely not from him. But
Okay.
people will compliment him, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of like when people say like, "How's your day?" and they say good, but they're not really having a good day. It's like, do you really mean to compliment my baby? Like, do you really think he's cute?
I think you see how cute he is. You know it's true.
But is it because he's just little? Like a little human? Like a functioning adult in a tiny...
Obviously, all puppies are cute in a way. I see what you're saying, but there obviously is cuter puppies that you like more. And your baby falls into the line of cuter babies.
Yeah, but see, like...
You know it. Don't lie. You know he's fucking cute as shit.
But doesn't everyone think that about their baby?
I don't know.
That's my question to the world. Like, do you think that your baby's cute? And do you have a realization maybe a year later that, like,
Yeah.
maybe he wasn't that cute?
Yeah, at the time when I was holding my baby, I was like, oh my God, she's so cute. But now looking back, I'm like, she wasn't really as cute as I thought she was. But she's a beautiful child. I mean, like, I just love her so much.
Yeah.
And I think she's gorgeous. But like, yeah, at the time, I definitely thought my baby was probably way cuter. I think something goes on with your mom eyes.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm the mom, so
Yeah.
if I don't think she's cute, what do I think of myself?
Yeah.
I made her.
That's true. Well,
Should we start?
yeah.
Okay. The floor is yours.
You said, should we
What?
start
Okay, well, I
with
felt like-
addiction?
what? What's addiction?
With vindiction.
Oh yeah, well, I was ready to like
vindiction?
go to the next.
That's a word.
I went to Disneyland.
And
It was the best day of my life.
do you think that you had more fun than Waylon?
I think it was an even time. Maybe I had more fun, but I think
from the photos, I think you had more fun.
I think I had way more fun than I even imagined I was gonna have.
Can you believe people go there like once a week?
No, that's crazy.
Like, I don't think you
couldn't
can
do
go
it.
to the happiest place on work.
It'd be too much.
on world.
Happiest place in the world.
Thank you. I don't think you can go. Yeah, it's got to be reserved for like once a year.
I think so. Maybe even less.
I feel like if you go often, you're watering down happiness.
Yeah, I agree. Like, make it super special.
Yeah.
And it was super special. But it brought back this memory. It unlocked this extreme memory I remember having as a teen. And I wanted to share it with you. Because were you a Disney kid? Not a kid, but like, did you go a lot as a teen? Because you grew up in the area.
No.
No.
What
What about Knott's Berry Farm? Did you go to amusement parks?
Probably like went to all of them like less than 5 times.
Okay. Tell me if you ever felt like this.
Okay.
When you were younger.
Okay.
Maybe like middle school.
Okay.
Early high school. Okay. And you saw couples at Disneyland like waiting in line, like holding hands or like kissing. I was like, that is elite level of couple. Like, they are so in love. They're holding hands before they get on the ride. They're like maybe kissing. I was like, if I don't come here with my future boyfriend and we like are on some romantic rendezvous, like, I'm done. Like, I need to go to Disneyland with a boyfriend. And I just I had like a revelation of like how much I wanted that as a kid and just how like dreamy I thought it was. Like, I thought it was like a romantic vacation in Bora Bora, but for like teens. I was like, you could not get any cooler than going to Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm with your boyfriend. And like, maybe he's behind you and he's holding you, you know? Like, it was so overwhelmingly the top of the top for me that it like came over me again. And I was like, oh my God, I'm here with Corbin and my baby. Like, maybe we're going to hold hands before we get on a ride.
Oh, that's really cute. Did you guys stand?
We went on a couple rides, just me and him.
Okay.
And like, yeah, we kissed and we held hands. It was so cute.
During the ride?
Not during the ride, but like in line.
Okay.
But yeah, we held hands on the ride.
I love that you relived that because for me, I thought it was like the most embarrassing place to show PDA and affection. Like, I was so cringed out by it. Like, when people would walk in lines, like
holding hands, like side by side,
like front to back.
Oh, like they're walking.
Yeah, like they're waddling like penguins,
like, they
like
couldn't
as if
let
they're
each other's
one.
go.
I thought it was the most
others?
embarrassing thing.
Okay, I'm not talking about over the top PDA.
No, that's not over the top. That's exactly what you just described.
No, but I'm not talking about like hand in the back pocket of the jeans, Disneyland, like can't let each other go. I'm
Okay.
talking about like the cute subtleness of like teen love, not like making out and like hand in the back pocket.
I didn't say making out.
Okay, but that's what I felt you were going.
No,
with.
I feel like I'm trying to say that what you thought was cute was embarrassing, and now you're changing. You're rewriting history.
Yeah, I am. Because I am embarrassed. So I love that.
No, I think it's cute that you think that that's cute, and that I think it's cute that you got to relive that.
Okay, but
and
you know when you say to somebody like, "Oh, I think it's cute," you think that. Okay, open the window, like head first down.
No,
that's like the worst thing you could say to somebody.
I know, but I didn't know what else to say
because you said it so many times in a row. It's cute. I think it's cute that you think it's cute. Like replay that video, rewind, and hear the way you said that. I'm never going to forget this.
On that note, let's take a moment to tell you about today's episode sponsor, Cure Hydration.
I have a question. Why doesn't all water taste the same? It's all just made from one ingredient, right?
No, it's not. It's multiple elements.
Okay, smarty
pants. But anyway, you're asking me like I'm going to know the answer. Like I kind of just did. But absolutely not. I can help you with a solution because I have been living on Cure's drink mixes ever since I had my child. Not only does Cure give your body the hydration and electrolytes it needs, which sounds like big words, it has a great flavor to make it taste better.
And when it comes to clean, natural drinks, look no further than Cure. Cure is a plant-based, hydrating electrolyte drinks with no added sugar. It's doctor-approved, delicious, and the only hydration brand that is FSA eligible.
That's just the first time we've done this. There are so many good reasons to stay stocked up with Cure, from daily hydration to replenishing electrolytes and helping you overcome the occasional beast in your belly. Cure, you know what? It has you covered.
Cure seriously has something for everyone. With special formulated flavors for kids, you can ensure your whole family is getting the hydration they need without the fight. Just check out their amazing flavors like lemonade, peach, and fruit punch.
And I have some big news for fellow moms out there. You've got to try Cure's all-natural energy mixes. You know, you don't have a lot of energy in the first few months. And they're completely plant-based, OBGYN approved, and they actually work. Toss those Red Bulls and energy shots because Cure has arrived. Stay healthy and prepared for those early morning wake-up calls, which you know you're having with Cure.
Hydration goes beyond just drinking water. It's about replenishing the electrolytes we lose through sweat, sleep, alcohol, and daily activities. Water alone isn't enough to do the job. That's
you need some water.
Yeah, I kind of do. Can I have it from your cup? That's why you need Cure. The electrolyte drink mix. It tastes amazing and it makes you feel good, you guys.
And you know what? For our Resell Friends listeners, if you're still listening, we are offering 20% off your first order. Cure is offering that. Yes.
Stay hydrated and feel your best by visiting curehydration.com/stillfriends and use promo code stillfriends at checkout.
That's curehydration.com/stillfriends and use code stillfriends for 20% off your first order.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Well, in reality, it's so embarrassing. To walk like that in the lines.
Okay, so your beef is walking in line holding each other. That's your beef.
No, just like couples in general at Disneyland. It's like repulsive. Like that's one place, like don't bring love into it. Like don't get all romantic in line.
You're
like
about
there's
to go
children.
On Supreme Scream. You could die. Okay, you better kiss the love of your life before you go on.
Sure.
You
Six
better hold
Flags.
hands.
Disneyland? Keep that away.
Well, we went to Disneyland on our grad night. Did you do that? You California student. Did you not go to your grad night?
I
didn't
because oh yeah, I didn't. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they seated you
next to your alphabet.
They seated you alphabetically in the buses, and I did the math that I would have no one to sit next to in the A's.
So you just didn't go.
So I just didn't go. I was like, I don't want to be on the bus alone.
Oh my gosh.
Like in the seat alone. So I opted out because I knew I didn't have any friends in the A's. I like literally did like process of elimination. I'm like, this person's going to sit with this person. This person's going to sit with this person. This person. I'm going to be left.
I can't believe it.
Alone.
I can't believe you missed out because of the bus ride. But I think that's on brand. But I'm sad for you because it was so much fun. But I was there. I remember like with a boyfriend when I was in high school, and I was like, wow. Living my dream is way better with Corbin.
Yeah.
And my child.
And you were holding hands.
We were holding hands.
Yeah.
But now I'm just going to imagine Elena barfing if she was behind
I just
us.
think Disneyland couples are just so like...
But the way that you're thinking about it and the way that I'm thinking about it, I feel like are different. I'm actually thinking it's cute and you're thinking it's gross. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I honestly thought we were going to have a way different conversation. So I mentally prepared for... being on the same
But you did
page.
go to Toontown. And were you as obsessed with Toontown as I am?
Maybe I'm saying no just to get back at you right now.
Okay.
Like maybe I'm not.
Okay.
But we did go to Minnie Mouse's house and we met Minnie, and that was really cute and really fun. So yes, I did enjoy.
You believe there's a person under there like sweating balls?
I contemplate who those people are all the time. Like, I think number one, to be Minnie Mouse at Disneyland is an elite job. Okay, you're not Disney on a cruise ship. You're not Disney. You're not Minnie Mouse like, at like a kid party. You're Minnie Mouse at Disneyland.
I know.
This is
High stakes.
high stakes. You're Snow White at Disneyland. This is the original Disneyland. No one's messing around here. If you are Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, what type of person is that? I have the answer. It's somebody who was a mascot in college. I feel like you have to have high energy.
I think they're like actors.
That's like a mascot, don't you think? High energy. You already have practice with the head. You have to have head strength.
Maybe they're mimes.
No, mimes. That can't be right. Those people are extra quiet.
Minnie's not talking.
No, but she's very joyous. Everything is exuding excitement from her. You can't just be very demure and be Minnie.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of people are under there. We'll
Well,
never know.
how about not even Minnie Mouse? What about Snow White? That's your full face. What about Cinderella? These people aren't out there with big heads.
Actors. Those are actors.
I actually saw myself being like maybe a Disney employee. Like maybe I work one of the rides. I could see that for me. I'm pretty happy.
It seems like it'd be low stakes.
No, it's high stakes, Selena. The
Not
kids
teacups.
No, okay, maybe not teacups, but like have you ever been on like the other rides where they're kind of like giving you a play-by-play of what's happening?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like they're super loose.
Oh, I felt like they were very very structured. The only thing is I have trouble with telling people to follow the rules.
Hands inside.
Yeah, if people put their hands outside, I'd be like, it's a game they have to play.
Yeah, you don't want to tell
I would
anyone
never tell anyone to follow rules.
That's fair.
So I think I'd get fired.
Where should we go next?
Honestly, the world is our oyster. Alex isn't here. We can literally go crazy.
Oh, yes. We have Ovi here, friend of the pod.
Hi.
Similar. It's not a similar voice to Alex. Familiar voice. Yes. What are you looking at me like that?
I'm smiling.
Oh, okay.
I'm smiling in a friendly way towards you.
Okay, you're getting back at me about the Disney couples, huh?
No.
You're going to disagree with everything I say from here on after.
No, I'm hoping that we find common ground so we can mend our broken bond.
I have something. I need my phone for it, though.
Ew.
Okay. Have you ever thought about how tech names don't make any sense?
I don't understand what you mean by tech names.
Okay, let me give you an example. Tech names that don't make any sense.
Okay.
Bluetooth. Cookies. Cache. 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 I don't know.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Ones that do make sense.
Okay.
Payphone.
That's
Wi-Fi.
not tech.
Let me have it, okay?
Okay.
Wi-Fi.
Wait. Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Wireless
Finder?
Is
that true? Wi-Fi.
cell phone. It's a cellular phone. Okay.
Why cellular?
Pager. Page her.
What about him?
CarPlay.
That
Playing
makes
in your
sense.
car. Browser. Browse her.
AirPlay.
Airplay.
Play
it in the air.
I don't think you could say browser. Browse her.
Yes, you
And make it
Yes, you can.
sense.
The cloud. It's up there. We don't know what's up there.
Totally. That one.
Router.
Wait.
Route her.
International Women's Day.
Yeah. Bluetooth. Doesn't make any sense, right? Bluetooth doesn't make sense. There's nothing blue and there's no tooths.
That's true. You're such a literal person. This is right up your alley.
Cookies. In your internet history. That
Yeah,
have
what's
nothing to
up
do
with
with chocolate chip cookies.
No. You're right.
You know cookies? You know what cookies are?
You know
Do you
what?
accept cookies in your browsers?
I always wonder why I choose to accept and decline.
You
certain
accept
cookies.
a cookie and you don't even know what it is.
Sometimes I have to be in the right headspace to accept a cookie.
If I had to explain what a cookie was, it's like the history and like saving where you've been.
I say yes to cookies if it looks like it's going to really take me down a dark path to say no to cookies. Like, if they're not going to let me on because I didn't say yes to cookies, fine. Take me naked, because that's what it feels like. Like,
Yeah.
if I say yes, they're like seeing me with my clothes off. doesn't like they're seeing everything I've ever looked at, and then they're selling it to everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's like a naked picture being leaked on the internet.
Yes.
Of what you're looking at.
Yes.
Sometimes I try to decline, but never really works.
You know, you actually can, and like everything's fine. Also, if you go on a web page and it says that if you do or don't consent to whatever they're asking you to do or don't consent to, you can hit don't, and you'll still stay on the page. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
But I've started saying no. I
didn't even know there was.
I do not consent, and it still get to browse everything on that page.
Is consenting in regards to cookies too?
Kind of. You can consent to cookies.
Are you consenting to the website? Like what are you even consenting
Exactly. To their terms.
Oh, the terms.
Yeah.
I always wonder what's in their terms.
We don't know what's in the terms. You know? You're just trying to get a recipe. I do not consent.
I do not consent. Fuck, I know. Imagine back in the day we just had recipe books and we consented because we bought it. You know, now these days you go anywhere and you're just.
I know.
I guess I'm just going to say no cookies anymore. No cookies, no consent, and see what happens.
Yeah, and also you have to delete your cookies.
I don't know how to do that, Alina. That's way too far.
I know. So, okay, tech names that don't make any sense to you.
All of them, because I don't understand tech. I don't even know what Bluetooth means, let alone the word.
Exactly.
Like, I just say it's the same thing I said last week.
And there's nothing tooth about it.
There's things I don't know that I just push down the line because, like, if I say I don't know what Bluetooth is,
yeah,
like someone's like, you don't know what Bluetooth is, so I just like Bluetooth, and I just use it in sentences.
Yeah. What about television?
That one's easy.
What does that make sense to you? Vision, yeah, for sure. You can see it. But like, what's tele?
Tell us what's on TV, and then put it in my vision.
Good. That's good. Okay, so it does make sense.
Yeah.
Add that to the list.
Radio
tower.
Radio. Raid. Oreos. Doesn't work.
Radio doesn't work.
Microphone. Micro.
It's not a microphone. It's bigger than my phone. It's a macrophone.
It's a macrophone.
This was before a phone.
I think it has to do with phone is probably to talk. Maybe.
Misophonia. Doesn't like when people hear chewing.
Just saying words.
I don't like chewing.
Headphones makes sense.
Head
on the phone.
Head here.
Everything is a phone. Everything is a phone.
What does phone mean? I'm just using it again.
I know. And why wasn't it spelled with an F?
Phone comes from the Greek language for sound or voice.
That makes sense.
What about phone? Interesting. Phone. Headphones, microphone, phone.
Yeah, everything
cell
is to talk.
phone. What does cell mean? Okay, that's small.
Cellular.
So a small, like a
which
cellular.
Which is like cellular level cells.
Again, I feel like a lot of these words were recently invented, and like, imagine being part of this conversation.
I just told you phone wasn't.
Like, well, cellular.
She did.
Cellular
she
phone. No, but I'm talking about cell phone. Like, we just invented cell phones. 90s. So someone had to decide. We're gonna call that a cellular.
Okay,
phone.
what about? Did we talk about?
No,
telephones?
we called it a mobile phone.
Did we talk about telephones? Did you just say that?
I said television.
Oh yeah, but
tell a friend and phone them.
Teletubbies.
That's hard. I don't know how that relates.
If you guys think of any other, tech names that just make sense or don't make sense.
Laptop. Put it on your lap.
There's a top.
There's a top. Computer. Compute.
You know what does make sense?
Her.
All the Apple products. iPhone, iPad, AirPod.
Air? How does AirPod work?
It doesn't. It doesn't even sit in the air.
iPod? Pod.
iPad. It's like a notepad.
I don't think it makes sense, but it has a nice branding around it, so you're willing to look.
What about
past it.
Mac?
Macintosh.
Okay, I know the long word, but how does it relate?
It's a name.
Computer that sits on desktop.
Yeah.
Desktop works.
Yeah, desktop works.
Alina, I like this. I like where your mind went.
Bluetooth really, really baffles me.
Honestly, again, Bluetooth to me is like Wi-Fi. Like, I'm not really sure what's happening with it, but it
wireless
exists.
finder.
Wi-Fi is really confusing. I looked it up.
See?
But there's a misconception that it's wireless fidelity, but that's not true.
Wireless fidelity. So you can cheat on the internet. Yeah.
But then it's saying that's a common misconception.
I love.
But then it
common
doesn't say
misconceptions.
anything about the non-conception, the conception.
The actual.
Yeah.
It's like, this is wrong, but we can't tell you what's right. I also like common misconceptions, and I like the phrase "that's a common misconception"
Yeah,
because I'm about to learn something.
yeah,
I'm like, tell me.
yeah. You're gonna be concepted. There's no missing this.
No, someone's gonna say it right to my face.
Yeah. I love breaking down words.
Yeah, I could tell when everything ended in her. You know what that reminded me of? My
What?
big fat Greek wedding. When the
I
dad.
never watched it. But I know that Windex plays a big role.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. But he basically breaks down all the words that go like make everything like a Greek word, and he would be like telephone, breaks down to tela, and he would like say how it is from the Greek, from Greece. Anyways, it was hilarious. Cut that whole part.
No.
You want to talk about Blockbuster? Because it's my favorite thing you put on the list.
Yeah, I was thinking that there's going to be a time and a place where someone's going to say the word Blockbuster
Okay.
and they're not going to think of the movie store.
What will they? Oh, they think of like it was a blockbuster movie.
Yeah, that word that it actually means.
What does it mean? Like a good movie that
Like
premieres well?
like it's busting down the block because it's so good as a movie.
You broke down the word again, just to the literal meaning.
That's probably what it means.
It means that. Yeah, I was gonna break it down to mean the same thing that you said.
But like a blockbuster movie, it's like my brain immediately thinks of blue and yellow with a little ticket.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some people aren't going to think of that. They're just going to think like, oh, this was a good movie.
I feel like we're honestly already there. Like,
okay.
All
right.
We're the last generation that went to Blockbuster. The young kids have like heard of it, but they've never entered a store. Kate, have you ever been to Blockbuster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kate's the last generation.
Ovi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
So we're not.
Like you drove past it or you walked in?
Oh no, we went.
Okay.
Yeah, they went in.
Okay.
And until I was like in middle school.
Okay. Good
Okay.
times.
Thanks for aging us.
Middle school. I mean, my face does that
No,
on its
she
own.
aged us by saying that you guys didn't go. And it's like, you guys went.
No, I didn't think they didn't go, but I think
You
like
just said.
I think well, I consider us of the same gen.
Okay.
Don't you?
As you asked Kate if she's ever gone.
I'm curious.
Okay.
I was curious.
Okay.
Because Kate and I are around the same age, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
We read the same books.
We read the same
Yeah, you guys are
books.
both smuts.
Okay.
Can I call you that?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh,
Is that appropriate?
Yeah. Okay.
You know I don't even know what the word means, so
Yeah, that's true.
for me it means love.
But yeah. That's crazy. Like words.
Would
you
you go back? Would you go back to living in the Blockbuster age? Not necessarily like everything has to be Blockbuster, but like no streaming, no movies on that. Like how you have
the
to go
joy
rent a
I
movie.
felt all week to like get one of your parents to go take you to the store to go
Yeah.
look at movies was so it was equivalent to Disneyland.
I agree with that 100%.
It was just so much fun, and then getting the movie and like putting it on. It's like now I can put on 12 movies in a day and sit on my phone while I do it.
Yeah.
It's not exciting. So yeah, I would go back.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you said that. I'm happy we're getting closer after the whole
Okay.
Disneyland thing.
Let's set us apart. Okay. Did you guys know that, and this is going to get personal,
Please.
but
That's why
that
I'm here.
some people have straight pubes?
Why do you feel like this is going to set us apart?
Like I was over here thinking that all pubes were curly.
But like
They're not.
Hold on. Where are
Some
you,
are like
where
like
are
a
you
lawn. Some are like a lawn.
where
Some
are you
are straight.
where are you seeing this? I need to know.
You don't need my sources.
Yeah, I need your sources.
You don't need my sources.
What straight pubes are you seeing? On
They exist. So you have curls.
I haven't seen my own pubes
That's
in
true.
a
I
decade.
haven't seen them either, and like I don't let them get there.
I have no
but like
idea.
when I did see them, they were curly.
And I guess
Some people are out here with straight pubes.
I don't like. I feel like you're just saying
No.
like a rant, like a thing that I have to just get on board with, and I don't know if that's true.
Well,
But,
but
like-
people will let us know. Some people have straight pubes.
I don't feel like anyone that left in the world has pubes.
Huh.
Like the minute somebody gets them, like they're told to shave them.
No, some people go bush. It's very common. Bush is very common.
Is Bush back?
Bush is back.
Who do you know with a bush?
I'm not like actively, polling, but I know Bush is
well,
back.
if you know that there's straight pubes, you must be actively polling. Because you found somebody out there with straight ass pubes. Who in your life has straight pubes?
I can't say my sources.
Whisper it
No.
into the microphone.
No.
Is your source TikTok?
Don't do this to me.
Well, I want to know if you're polling in-person friends or if you're out here.
No, that would be invasive.
I don't think so. I think you could ask around.
As I'm doing it here. I'm polling now. They're straight pubes. They exist. Some people's are straight.
Honestly, that feels like more of like a humidity issue. Like I can't imagine someone just walking around with like
You
hair
mean like
on their
lack
pubes.
of humidity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like are we in such a dry climate that pubes have gone straight?
I think a climate like definitely in the Bahamas, everyone's definitely curly.
But like we live in a dry climate here, and I've never known anyone with a straight pube.
You're not polling.
But
though.
are they? Is someone going, oh, I found one straight pube, or is someone being like, look at the hair on my head that's on my pubes? Like,
Can you Mariam this?
It can be straight.
I'm not saying it can't, but like,
no, you just said it can.
imagine your hair on your head on your.
That's what it
pubes.
is.
Like I can't.
And
even
like if I'm looking at
visualize.
you, like you should have straight pubes.
I feel like I'd be like the type of person that like would chemically straighten their pubes. You know how people did that back in the day of their hair, and I would be like, I'd jump on that trend. I'd be like, let's have my pubes be straight too.
Yeah. Brushing them,
That
side
is,
parting them.
Side part. It seems like a weird cartoon character down there now. It's so gross. I guess I should take a poll of my friends. Hey, anyone have pubes and are they straight?
Yeah.
Maybe because we lasered them, they're coming back differently. And maybe we're actually the problem. Like we've created straight pubes through the lasering.
Oh.
So like pubes were never meant to be straight, but if people want to grow back their bush, they're finding that it's all of a sudden straight and they're like, what the hell happened to my pubes? Laser. We don't know. Could be it. Science. Technology.
Yeah.
Lasers.
I don't think it's that.
But honestly, Ovi, we can't be sure now,
Could
can we?
never know.
It hasn't been 100% confirmed.
So they do exist.
If I see
Okay.
pubes that are straight, then
You're
I'll be
calling the
convinced.
cops.
No. It's fine. I don't want to shame anyone for the curliness of their pubes, but I need to be shown. So don't just drop your pants. Like, tell me first.
Okay.
But like, I want to confirm. Like, I unless I see it, it's like Santa. Unless I see
Yeah.
it, I can't know.
Pick your pube. Take a picture of it. Pick it off of you. Take a picture of it.
I feel like if you pick it off
Tag
yourself,
Sarah
it'll curl just on
specifically.
its own.
So she can have a plethora.
Well, you can't
Of
tag me.
straight
Tag
pubes.
Alina because I won't see it, and then Alina will compile them for me and send once we see each other again.
Okay.
That's-
Disgusting.
You brought this up.
I know.
You're not gonna say how you found this out?
No, TikTok.
I don't tell my sources. That's something about me because I feel like it cheapens whatever I'm bringing to the table.
Well, because Alina will say she read an article, but what she saw was one video.
But sometimes it's just like things that come to mind, you know? And I feel like it's kind of like, what do they say? Like, don't tell people.
Don't tell people how the food is made.
Like something like about the magic, you know? Like,
Oh, like the magic of your pubes goes away if they're straight.
yeah, like, kind of like,
Like, don't show someone how the magic trick is done.
yes.
Yeah.
The topics are the magic and I can't give away my tricks.
Yeah, totally. But how can I verify the truth if I can't get the source?
Mariam.
True. Ovi did tell me that it wasn't true about the whole lasering situation, so I could have taken that as truth, but
Yeah.
instead I dug my heels in.
Yeah. Could you imagine us in any sort of position of power?
Yeah, we
Horrible.
no, we do so well. We really take a lot of opinions and advice and then do our own thing. But at
Yeah.
least we'd like take on the opinions of others.
Yeah.
You know, those, like Harry Potter, I feel like people who don't want power should have power, and that's us. We don't really want power, but like we should be given it because we do well. You know?
Yeah, I disagree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think you'd get power hungry and then destroy the whole system?
I don't think I would get like a monster. I just
Oh.
think, I just wouldn't. I'm not. I could barely put together words right now.
Okay, you're PP, so
Yeah, and on that postpartum note, you guys, I didn't know if it was appropriate because it kind of looked like pubes, but the amount of hair that is in my shower drain after one shower is insane.
Are you
I don't-
taking it out so it doesn't clog?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a monster.
I'm worried.
Imagine.
You're just letting it sit.
Oh, that'd be horrible for Noelle. I'd be like, did she shave her pubes in here?
Your hair is so long, he'd consider those long hair pubes.
He's a man. He's not going to like do deductive reasoning.
So what you're saying right now is you have pubes.
What do you mean?
Like,
how
they're
do we
not
get
lasered?
to pubes? How do we get to pubes? I was talking about my hair.
But you said the hair in your shower looks like pubes.
Yeah.
So-
So you think that he's doing reasoning to go, these are shorter than her actual hair, so these must be pubes and blah, 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 blah. He's just seeing it and he's just like, that looks like pubes. And then he's going about his day and he's not touching it.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I see what you're saying.
That's just how men operate.
I could see that.
If you're asking me if I've shaved, like
Yeah.
it's been a minute, okay?
Oh, okay.
It's been a minute
Okay.
because like everything is still healing down there.
Yeah.
I just had a child like
Well,
a
I
few weeks
assumed you
ago.
lasered.
I did, but it still comes back.
You don't have to out yourself here, but I was
You
just,
just
I said you outed
asked me.
I said you outed yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you said no, I didn't, and I said okay.
Anyway, there's so much hair in my shower. I don't even understand how there's any hair left on my head. Like clumps like this big every day. And I just don't understand, like, how many hair follicles do you think that you have on your head? Because
Millions.
millions?
Hundreds of thousands?
Okay, I could get on board with like maybe like
500,000.
sub 10,000 follicles.
Oh, I was thinking 500,000.
You said millions.
Well, I lowered
What's
it.
your final answer?
500,000. 500,000.
Okay, Ovi, how many hair follicles do people have?
Well, that's a huge range.
Do you want to guess, Selena?
Average, I would say like 8,000.
Oh my God.
Do you want the range?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between 90,000 and 150,000.
Okay.
Okay, so we were both off.
I think they haven't been taking your hair into account because I think you have around 500,000.
That's insane. So like I'm probably at, what was the number?
90 to 150,000.
Okay, I'm
right?
probably at like 50,000. I'm probably on the low end with how much is coming out.
What?
But doesn't it just, it's going to grow
It's
back.
so much. It does grow back. They say that, but
That's what they say.
That's what
I'm
they
holding
say.
on to.
There's going to be little tiny hairs up here. I have already way more baby hairs than I've ever remember having in my life. But I just don't understand. I mentally can't compute how I physically have so much hair in my hands, but I still have hair on
your
my
head.
head.
Yeah, I also think like with long hair, so much more comes out too. I mean, you haven't had short hair probably ever in your life, but
Yeah.
long hair, I feel like people shed a lot more.
Yeah.
Are you afraid? Are you worried?
I'm definitely afraid. It's definitely disheartening to see
But you
tons
see
of-
your hair, like you see that it's still luscious and gorgeous.
I know, but I feel like one day the river's gonna be dry.
You think you're going bald?
I think that it's gonna get there.
Is
and
that
then
where your
it's gonna
mind is
regrow.
taking you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
This is a fallacy.
Which part?
My hair,
Oh.
not my face. It's gonna dry up, and there's gonna be nothing. I'm gonna pull, and there's gonna be nothing. And it's because there's such a massive number of hair follicles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those things where you don't even know it's hit you, and then you're looking in the mirror and you look like Dobby.
No, what you're thinking is Schmeagol.
Yes.
Gollum. I don't think that's gonna happen to you, but I don't want to diminish your experience right now.
Okay.
You have so much hair; it's so beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
honestly, if you Britney Spears it and you shaved your whole head, your face is so pretty; it could pull it off. So, if you're feeling worried, just shave your head. No, honestly, I think it's just a part of the process.
I know, but it's so effed up to be part of the process because you just went through the most traumatic thing that you've ever gone through in your life. And then God is like, all of a sudden God's involved. He's like,
God's always involved. He's always right around the corner.
it's always like, all right, now, you know,
Lose all your hair.
you lose all your hair. You already feel horrible because all of your hormones have dumped. You feel horrible about yourself. Your body image has changed.
Yeah.
You're lacking sleep because you're in a 4-month sleep regression. You know what? Now's a good time to bibbity bobbity boo, get rid of all fucking hair.
Maybe God was like, she has so much on her plate. Like, let's just take her hair off her plate. You know, let's give her
Less to style.
Less to style. You know, Gollum never has to do his hair. It looks good every day. So maybe it was just a blessing in disguise. And now you get to like start fresh with your new follicles. Maybe it wants you and your baby to kind of grow your hair together.
Yeah, we shed at the same time.
Yeah, you're shedding, and now you're about to go through a huge
Just a
transition.
fun fact. You shed hair on your head at the same time and rate that your baby is also shedding their hair. You lose it at the same time. He's losing hair too.
It's important that you guys do things together. This is just your first fun activity.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I know like a lot of people experience a ton of hair loss, and like that's a whole different thing. But like I don't think that
you don't think it makes me any less of a person?
Not that. I mean, you're definitely less of a person, but I don't think it's gonna last that long.
Yeah, everything is like short-lived.
It's a short-lived thing. And right now it just seems shocking because it's different, but I don't think it's going to be taking up much of your time in the future.
Okay.
I feel like
so wise of
honestly,
you.
I feel like your hair is like a staple. Like it's stapled to your head.
Yeah.
And it's not going anywhere. Like it's like your eyebrows. It's like your son's eyebrows. They're great. I don't think you have to worry about them at all. It's just like more like what the hell's happening and when's it going to stop?
Yeah.
But I have a lot of faith in God that he's going to keep your hair.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, God is doing all the messed up stuff, but then he's also giving it back, you know? So, okay, in God we trust. I have one thing to say. Oh, actually, do you want to say anything?
Honestly, I don't feel like okay. No, I'm just kidding. I have a lot to say.
Say it.
No, let's do yours first.
I have a bone to pick with you because I realize that you, whenever...
First it's Disneyland and now it's this?
Something about Sarah is whenever you tell her that you have like cooked something in the kitchen, she assumes that it's homemade from scratch.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to reconcile this because if I'm like, I just made dinner, she assumes that I have like if I'm like, oh, I just made, pasta with red sauce, she's assuming that I've handmade noodles with eggs and flour.
Okay. Don't go that far.
I need to. Okay. She assumes everything is handmade and homemade, both in
by
the
hand.
And then I have to embarrassingly correct myself of like, no, well, the chicken was like pre-cooked or like the meatballs were pre-made. It just like it cheapens everything for me.
Yeah.
It really like takes me down a peg. And I just wish that like there was something like I'm not saying I made from scratch my dinner. I just said I made dinner. And you're like, wow, you made those tortillas? It's like, no.
Okay, you're going too far.
Okay.
Your Sarah-ism,
You set the
that
scene.
sentence.
Okay.
I'm more like, I'm not saying you made a tortilla, okay? I'm like more of like, if you say like I made something.
Oh, I made cookies. You're like, oh, you homemade cookie dough? It's like, no, I just warmed them up.
Okay, you're right there. I do that with cookies because
But you do that with everything. Because you are a chef, so you assume everyone else is chefing.
I like to cook things.
I feel like I've backed you into a corner. You're speechless.
I enjoy cooking. No, I feel like I'm blushing. Pretty much.
So nervous.
I'm just trying to think. I think when someone says I made something, but I don't know what else you could say. Like what are you gonna text me? Hey, I warmed up my dinner. No, then I'll berate you for using the fucking microwave. So it's like if you say I made something, my initial thought is like it's homemade.
No, okay.
But there's no other word to say.
Petition to assume that
it's warmed up. No, I think you just need to start texting me saying I warmed up my dinner.
I took frozen food out the
Yeah.
Most people aren't making things from scratch.
Really?
So yeah. Most people are busy. They're on the go. They don't have time. They make their dinner. It's like half pre-made from Trader Joe's or something. So petition to
you have to say warmed up.
Is that what you're saying I have to say?
Yeah, petition to say warmed up.
So like every meal as I warmed it up.
Well, if you send a pic of your dinner and say like I made this, I'm gonna be like, wow, look at that.
No. Petition to let me say made this as like made it.
Okay. So petition for me to get on board.
Petition to say that homemade
so if
is your distinguisher.
Okay. So you're gonna say I made it.
Don't agree with me. Disagree with me.
I still say petition to say warmed up because that clarifies. If you warm up a dinner, then you made it at home, but it's not homemade.
See, but where's the distinction? I'm
word.
confused.
The word made, you have to say warmed.
I heated.
You heated. I heated up my dinner. Because we do like to send dinner pics to each other.
So I have to say I heated this up to everything.
No, now I'm going to based on this conversation, I'm going to assume now that everything was just heated. Now that I know. But Alina, when she sends meals, it looks fully homemade.
Because it's like 80% there.
Oh, if it's 80%, then it's homemade.
Like, but I'm not like making, spaghetti sauce from like.
No, that's fine.
Tomato sauce.
That's totally
it's from
fine.
the jar.
That's fine. As long as I like the jar, then we're good. Send me the jar. Be like, I use this, and I'll say confirm or deny that it needs to be tossed.
Okay. I guess like yeah. What do you say when you
say made?
You have to say made, but there is an awkward distinction. But I think it's also a bit of a.
It's a tier. There's tiers.
Well, it's like no one's getting Burger King and saying I made this.
But the thing is like if someone sends a spaghetti dish, I don't think they made the sauce and made the spaghetti. If someone sends me soup, they fucking made all different levels of that soup.
No one's microwaving soup.
See, that's the distinction. I would never microwave soup.
I would never send a photo of microwave soup.
Yeah, me neither.
Once it like looks pretty.
I think Alina's just good at curating something to look nice.
Thank
No,
you.
she's really good at taking pictures. When you were gone on maternity leave, I said, Alina, and I said, I hope Alina doesn't mind me referencing this, but I said that you remind me a lot of Molly May in the way that she has like such an aesthetic eye, and like she'll take like all these different photos of something and know exactly what looks good. And I was like, that reminds me a lot of Alina. Like she knows what looks good. So like you can take, but you'll probably take a photo like a couple times. Like she's taking 500. It's like, oh, calm down. But like you can take one photo that looks amazing and send it. And I'm like, damn, that's homemade.
Yeah.
You're not putting it next to the microwave, or they're not sending it in the microwave and being like, made this.
Yeah.
Maybe do that. And then I'll know.
Yeah. Okay.
But also if something is 80, like let's clarify. If something's 80% homemade, that's homemade.
But my thing is if I take something that is kind of like been cooked, I'm never just going to put it in slop on a plate. Like I'm going to add my own Parmesan. I'm going to add.
What do you mean your own Parmesan?
See, you did it again. You did it again.
What are you making Parmesan wheels in your closet? You fucking bought Parmesan and grated it. Oh, it's not pre-grated Parmesan? I'm gonna add my own.
It's calling me out.
It's just
What
funny.
are you living on a farm, milking cows, aging your cheese?
Honestly, I wish. No, it's just so funny that was like, you're like, I fucking leveled it up. I added my own Parmesan.
I was saying other things.
No, I know.
Maybe parsley.
Yeah, dude, parsley.
Maybe ricotta.
Parsley's so stupid. It's like sorry. Parsley's like one of those things that like it tries to relate itself to like cilantro, but cilantro's a game changer, whereas parsley's just for looks. Like that's literally just a visual thing. Parsley's not there to add anything.
Parsley adds freshness.
Stupid.
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah.
It tastes
I put
good.
parsley in my homemade salad
Why
dressing.
are you putting it in there if it's so pointless?
I like the color green. It's a green goddess dressing. I'm adding it for color.
So?
The thing that really changes the elite flavors, the Parmesan.
You know how I feel about herbs?
Stupid.
Tell me what my favorite herb is. I've said it here.
Basil?
Yeah.
Tell me!
I don't know yours. Like maybe onions?
Are we considering onions?
Like a chive.
I love chives.
I think chives is your favorite.
Would green onions be considered an herb?
It's basically chives.
Chives and green onions are the same thing. Aren't
So I
they?
was right?
You're right. Sure.
Oh, thank God.
I also love basil, just so you know.
You do?
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of discourse about how stupid bay leaves are.
Wait, Baileys?
Bay leaves.
Bay leaves are so stupid. I don't add any of that shit into my
I do
homemade
it
soup.
every time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Just for looks, though? Like you're doing it for the picture.
No, because you take it out before it's served.
Exactly. That's why it's so fucking stupid. Here, let me add
I think
this.
it adds something. I don't know
but
what.
You're not sure.
But it adds something.
See, there's a lot of stuff I hate that's herbs. Like thyme, stupid. Rosemary, stupid. Don't add it. Don't take it out.
Thyme and rosemary are great on chicken or turkey when you're roasting them.
We'll see about that.
Especially like a whole sprig or on a steak.
No, I've actually,
Sprigs of
my
oats?
steak is now elite. I do my steak on a cast iron. It's changing the game. It's making it like a nice crisp outer edge. Oh my God.
You know what?
It's a game changer.
You know what else? I have a bone to pick.
Oh no. Is it my cooking?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm fine. We can go at it.
People really use the word game changer a lot. And I feel like I've noticed it more in 2024.
Should I retire it?
No, people say it a lot.
Should I say I've leveled up my steak?
People say game changer a lot.
I feel like I've used that phrase. It's probably one of my back pocket phrases since early 2016.
I don't really understand it. Like, what kind of game are we changing? Like, we don't want to change games. Games have rules.
I want to elevate the game.
But
Boom.
games don't change. Games are the same. Monopoly is the same.
Depends on the type. Have you ever played
Football
Monopoly
is
Deal?
the same.
Monopoly Deal is a totally different game.
But it's not a game changer. It's just a different game.
So this is one of your things about sayings, right?
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, what are we changing?
I don't know. It's just one of those sayings that
Yeah,
we've
but
all
why?
decided. I don't know. It's like why saying two birds, one stone. It's like why is
Well, that one makes sense.
So does game changer.
No, two birds, one stone. You throw up one stone
But
and it's going to
imagine-
hit two birds. You get more done.
Okay.
Game changer. What are you changing? Games have rules. They
And-
don't get changed. If you're changing rules in a game, you're one of those.
But you aren't changing the game. You're changing the actual game. Like say I'm going soccer and I'm going to baseball. It's a game changer.
No.
I'm changing games.
No, that's not how it's used.
We don't know. We can use that however we want to
Game
use.
changer isn't just switching sports.
It's changing the game.
It's the game that you're in.
No one decided that though. We're deciding that. We're
No,
literally
no.
deciding the meaning of this phrase in this moment of time.
No, I think it has an established meaning.
Ovi, jump in here because I think I could be wrong, but I'm hoping I'm right. I don't know if
I
Ovi
have
could
the
actually
definition
decipher.
of it.
What is the definition? Yeah.
An event, idea, or procedure that affects a significant shift in the current manner of doing or thinking about something.
That really
'Cause it has
doesn't, that didn't
nothing
help
to do
us
with the
at all.
game.
Yeah.
So like more
game-
like the origin of
game changer. Can you use it in a sentence? I feel like we're in a spelling bee.
Yeah, but that's not going to help much either. A
Darn it.
potential game changer that could revitalize the entire U.S. aerospace industry.
Okay.
so it's just a change. Like
yeah. So
it's just a change.
how about this? It changes how much I like my steak. There.
That sounds like not as fun.
I know.
I know.
Bring back game. Petition to bring back game.
Petition to bring back game.
ha-
Petition to bring back
This
game.
is maybe better. The phrase originated in sports, specifically referring to a decisive play or player.
Oh my God. Okay, it's coming back to me.
Sports.
It's coming back to me. I get it now. A play that changed the game. Oh my God. Duh. I literally just said the sentence and I understood it because Ovi said the definition. Wow. Okay. I get it now. We can totally move on.
I don't get it.
It's like you're playing a game. Okay, right? That's the stage.
Oh, is it like the person who invented like the alley-oop?
No. Not at all.
They changed the game
Yes.
when they did that.
But they're talking about like a specific game. Like say it was like the Lakers versus Celtics and like the Lakers were down, okay? And then Kobe made like a 3-point
Alley-oop.
shot. No.
Okay.
Definitely made a 3-point shot and it was a game changer. The fucking whole thing shifted and that was the moment
That was the
in
moment they
time.
made a 3-pointer count as a 3-pointer.
No.
Oh.
That's actually changing the game. What we're talking about is like an energy shift in the game.
An energy shift?
It changed the game.
Yeah,
it's a
because-
vibe change.
Because the play changed how they
No,
scored things?
no. We're talking about one specific game changed because a play was so good that the whole game changed. Like the whole
Give me another example. Like
Okay.
a 3-pointer?
of that game. It was like the moment that everything
Changed.
switched in that one game.
Yes.
Like
It's a- it's a-
they won because
No,
of it?
you have
Yeah.
to think like, okay, Sarah
Yes.
and I are playing against each other, and Sarah's like destroying me.
Okay.
So
We're
far so
playing
good.
like Uno or something.
Yeah.
But then I put down
A card.
a crazy
switch.
card,
Yeah.
and she has to pick up a bunch of cards.
It was
because
that was
of
the
it.
game changing move.
It was the game changer, and then I won.
Yeah. That was the moment the game changed.
I feel like I like it less now that I understand it.
I'm loving it so much more. Wow. Interesting.
Okay.
It's a game changer. This conversation changed the game. Now people are going to use it even more.
Yeah.
You're getting it out in the zeitgeist.
Yeah. For sure.
Thank you. Do you want to talk about that goldfish really quick? Because I have a bone to pick about it.
Yeah, me too. What?
A goldfish
The
was
hell?
A goldfish was brought to our attention.
Yes. Thank you, Kate.
Kate put a goldfish into our realm.
And it's not just any goldfish.
I
okay?
feel like we're gonna have a different take. You start.
I'm just giggling at the thought of people throwing their goldfish away, and they grew beyond compare to other fish. And they're like, goldfish are not meant to be this big. It's like, let them live.
They can get as big as they want.
If they're hungry and they got big, that's good. That's evolution. That is them finding themselves.
See, here's my take. I don't even think that goldfish is big. I think they just shot it at the right angle and fish-eyed it. And that's actually a small goldfish. It's just a regular ass size goldfish. And they just took it at a funny angle to be like, hey, check out my goldfish. They didn't really give me a proper size comparison. They had the angle
They had their
down.
hands.
No, the fingers were behind it. You couldn't even see. Their fingers were behind it. That to me is an angle that's trying to deceive me. They're trying to say.
You're saying fake news.
Yeah. Fake news on that goldfish.
False. That's the angle you're taking?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm saying,
Wow.
Put that goldfish next to another fish.
Put that goldfish next to a goldfish cracker.
No, not a goldfish cracker.
Okay.
I want an actual goldfish, store-bought, and then let me see.
So
And
if
also,
you
did they do studies on this goldfish?
just to recap, the news is coming out saying that these big goldfish that are somehow being, people don't want their pets, or they're like thinking they're dead, but they're not actually dead, and throwing them in these lakes, and then they're getting to be very, very massive because they're eating what they feel like eating, okay? And they're getting to be very, very big. And they're saying that they're a really big danger to the lakes. And I don't really understand that, because I don't understand
Lakes are
water
dangerous
systems.
in general. They're dangerous places to go.
Yeah, but not for fish.
I don't
It's
know.
like they're threatening the societies that are already there. Because they shouldn't be there and they shouldn't be that big. But Sarah is saying that she thinks they're not even that big, and that it's just like a little catfish.
I feel like
catfish
they
situation.
feel like they're trying to catfish my ass. I feel like they
I feel like you
fish-eyed
didn't
the
really
camera lens.
like revel in my
Revelation.
catfish.
It's
Like
good.
it's like that's pretty good, right?
That is good. It
Okay.
was. I loved every second of it.
Okay. And I think we have too much time on our hands that we are noticing that these goldfish are this massive
Yeah.
and picking bones with them.
This is my first
Bones to
experience
pick.
knowing that someone didn't flush their fish. This is my first time realizing that people were putting
I
goldfish in
buried
the wild.
my fish, which was a huge mistake as a
Yeah, you
child.
should've flushed it.
Huh?
Want to know what they're saying to do instead?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
They're saying either rehome your goldfish or use it as bait to catch other fish.
Okay, well, at least
Nah.
have something positive from it. They're being so rude. They're like, "You're huge, and also you should die."
Honestly, why are we trying to kill our fish? If your goldfish is still alive, ride it out. Keep fucking feeding it in the fish tank. Why are we trying to kill our fish? We don't say oh, my dog's been living too long. Put it on a fucking wire and let's catch a shark. No. If your fish is still alive, let it fucking chill in its tank.
Isn't that funny? Because it's like the opposite of what whales and stuff. It's like, set them free. But goldfish, don't set them free. Keep them in your little gas container in your apartment.
Yeah, what's wrong with the goldfish just living its life in its tube?
What did goldfish ever do to scientists?
I don't know.
A lot, apparently.
How
They
do we
hate
even,
them.
I know. I mean, honestly, how can they spot this orange fish and be like, this
Also,
is a goldfish?
Yeah, what
it's
if
just an
not
orange
a
fish.
goldfish?
I didn't
What
even
if they're
get
just
confirmation.
calling it a goldfish because it looks like a little goldfish. They don't. You guys. They don't have GoPros on them. They don't see the evolution of them.
No.
They're not tagging them up.
No.
They're not. You're not taking your goldfish that you have as a
Setting
kid
it free.
and putting a little
No.
tag on it and then seeing it get big like
No,
they
you
do
have
with
no idea.
dolphins.
You don't know what kind of crossbreed fish this is between a lake fish and another lake fish. You don't know what the fuck just happened in this
That might
fish to
not
get
be
it
a
so
goldfish.
big.
That may be a fish that is gold.
Literally.
It could. May
How
not
am I
even,
expected to believe this? With the photo they put out there, I'm like, not only is this a fisheye photo, but it's just kind of an
It's not a fisheye.
and it's like an orange level fish. I'm just like, okay, you can't. You're basically telling me you found
Are
a
they
lake
testing
monster.
its DNA to confirm that it's a goldfish?
No
No.
way. No way you're bringing that into a scientific enclosure.
Exactly.
It's gonna die.
That's true. It's probably like, what should we name it?
Orange fish.
Orange fish.
You know what I realized as a mom? I just name
Also,
everything
it's not
with like
gold at all.
It's orange.
Yeah, exactly. So why are we calling it gold?
I don't know. Why do we call goldfish even in the snack goldfish when it is orange?
It's orange.
Orange
Petition to call it orange fish.
Petition to change it to orange fish.
Petition.
Access granted. Could you imagine if that's how we could change things? That's why we should be in power. Goldfish. Screw it. Orange fish. Decree.
Be free.
Be free. If you want to go live in the wild and you think you can make it out there in the lakes,
If they
fucking
have
give
the
'em a
potential to
chance.
get as big as a dolphin and we're stopping it,
no, it's rude. If we're controlling evolution because
that's
we don't,
like telling bodybuilders they can't lift.
no, it's totally true. That's so true. You can if you want.
No, bodybuilders are a threat to our society because they're too strong.
Well, honestly, sometimes when they get a little too strong, they get a little crazy. You know, you're like, oh, sir. They go down to
No,
Venice
if you need
Beach.
someone to lift a bus, you need that.
That's so true, Alina. But I've never run into that situation yet.
Yeah, thank
But
God.
I know. Hopefully, there's a bodybuilder around
I know.
when I need it. No, but you have that mother strength now, so we could lift a bus.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
Don't sell yourself short like
My
that.
boobs won't be in the same place, but I'll lift it.
Your boobs won't be in the same place no matter what.
I know.
When you lift weights, are they just one up, one down?
What do you mean?
I mean, if you're lifting a bus and they're in different places, when you lift weights, are they the same place?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Do you guys know what a breast lift is? Like the procedure?
I would imagine it's taking your boobs and then lifting them up.
So that's what I thought. I was curious because mine are sagging, beyond all anything in
Realms?
this world.
Yeah. They've entered a different-
otherworldly sag. And I was like, what's a lift? Like in my head, is it just like a quick stitch? Like a little poop? Because it's like all I have to do is just a little push up.
Well, there's no way one stitch would work for you.
Well,
So let's call it at least 5 stitches each side.
yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. Burn. And
That was for Disneyland.
that was good.
Thanks.
I liked it. So I looked it up and I can send you the video if you want. I watched them do it on Play-Doh because I couldn't watch it do it in real life, obviously. And the amount of incisions is insane.
Where are they putting them?
What do you mean, where are they putting them?
What, like where? How do you lift a boob? Like, is it in your armpit? Or are they lifting it to your armpit?
So what they essentially do, they do a bunch of like reconstruction and like of your nipple and everything else.
Oh wait, are your nipples involved?
Yeah, that's where they make the incisions.
Ouch.
Then they take all that stuff that's up there. You guys won't even guess what they do.
What do they do?
Twist it up.
Shut up.
They twist it up. And then they restitch. And then they restitch.
Why can't they just leave it where? Like why do they gotta twist? Can't they just push? Can't they just push?
Twist up.
I feel like that would really hurt when you wake up.
And then they restitch.
No.
I was distraught.
I just don't think I could do it.
Absolutely not. If it was just a quick stitch, yeah, stitch me up.
One stitch.
But like,
No, I get scared with shit like that. I get scared with shit like that.
Well, of course. And then after watching a Play-Doh version of them twist up the insides of a boob and then just restitch it up, it worked. It was definitely sitting higher, but the twist, oh man, what is this like?
No, that kind of makes my
spinach?
stomach hurt just thinking about it.
I
Yeah.
know. I want you to
'Cause
see it now.
It's like, I don't know. I get nervous. Like, why is it in that new place? Is it okay there?
I know. And like, does it even want to be up?
I don't like
it's something that was down.
It was something. It chose to be down, and now we're moving it up.
Yeah.
And I don't like the idea of someone inside my nipple. I don't like anyone there.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's
you're,
true.
you're stitching somewhere in my nipple.
Can you imagine being the cells in there?
No, they'd be so pissed.
Like they have friends nearby,
I know.
and now they're up there with people they don't want to be with.
they have to make new friends in their new community.
That's like Alina on the bus.
It is, or it's like a kid moving to a new state,
I know.
a new school.
You don't
Like,
want to
I
do that.
don't
What if
wanna-
they're in 5th grade already? They've
Yeah.
made their friends.
What if the cells up there are?
Mean.
Whoa. You guys said mean at the same time.
Mean. Sometimes I'll do that with Alina. I'll be like, we said the same word. Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll watch your video, but I'm not in any rush. I know my boobs are lower, but
I know. I just thought like, oh, everyone gets them done. Like it must be super easy, quick, painless.
do you remember off the top of your head? No, I'll save this. Disregard. On to the next. I decided mid-sentence it wasn't right.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't right.
Okay. What are we like? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you in the bonus.
See you in the bonus.
Okay. Bye.